Before to start this class, let me give you this verse from the Bible, which is in Psalm 36:10. It says, "Oh, continue your loving kindness to those who know you, and your righteousness to the upright in heart." During this time, we are going to see the grammar, which is the comparative adjectives. First, let's see what is comparative adjectives. When we talk about two things, we can compare. We can see if they are the same or different. Perhaps they are the same in some ways and different in other ways. We can use comparative adjectives to describe the difference. We form the comparative adjectives in this way. When you want to use short adjectives, we are going to add to the end of the word er. For example, if I said light, I will add er and it says lighter. If I use nice, it's nicer. If I use thin, thinner. And if I use heavy, heavier. When the word finish or ends in a consonant like thin, finish in n, you are going to add an extra letter, an extra n. That is why you say thinner. If the word finish or ends in white, like heavy, you are going to change that white word in an I. You are going to say heavier. In the case of long adjectives, we are going to use more or less. For example, if I have the word difficult, I can say more difficult or less difficult. If I want to say beautiful, I can say more beautiful or less beautiful. Other thing is that there is an exception. For example, in the following adjectives, we have irregular forms. We are not going to use or add er, or we are not going to use more or less. In this case, I have the adjective good. In this case, it's going to change the full word into better. If I have the adjective well referred to healthy, also I am going to use better. In the case of bad, it's going to change into words. In the case of far, I can use farther or further. You can use comparative adjectives when you want to compare two things. You cannot compare 3 or 10. No, you can never do that. We often use the comparative adjectives or is followed by than. For example, John is 1 meter 80. He is tall, but Christ is 1 meter 85. So Christ is taller than John, or you can say he is taller than John. I am comparing their heights. For example, America is big, but Russia is bigger. What I am saying is that Russia is bigger than America. Also, I can say, I want to have a more powerful computer. Or, is French more difficult than English? Now let me give you some extra tips. I have explained you that when we use comparative adjectives, we compare two things, not three or more than that. In fact, one or both of the things may be a group of things. For example, Mount Everest is higher than all other mountains. In this case, I am talking about hundreds or maybe all the mountains in the world, but I am comparing those mountains with the Everest. So what I'm saying that the mountain Everest is higher than all other mountains. Well, now it's your turn to compare. Please complete the sentences using the ending er or more or less, depending on the adjective. That's all for today. Thank you so much for your attention and God bless you.